In the heart of West Africa, a quiet but unstoppable revolution is taking flight. For decades, the skies over Burkina Faso were dominated by foreign carriers, while the nation's own wings remained clipped. Today, under Captain Ibrahim Traoré, those chains are being broken. Air Burkina, once a forgotten name, is reborn as a symbol of sovereignty. This is not just about airplanes. It is about dignity. New aircraft are being acquired, not with begging bowls extended to foreign lenders, but with the determination of a people who know they deserve the skies. The vision is clear: airports in every major city, modern facilities in Ouagadougou and Bobo Dioulasso, and regional hubs that connect Burkina Faso not only to Africa but to the world. But the dream goes deeper. These aviation projects are not symbols for tourists to admire. They are lifelines for trade, education, and unity. Every new runway laid is a bridge between villages and cities, between nations and opportunities. For too long, Burkinabe students, workers, and families depended on airlines owned by others, their dignity crushed at foreign gates. Now, the story changes. When a Burkinabe child looks up at the sky, they will see more than clouds. They will see the red, green, and gold flag of their nation soaring proudly above. They will know that their country has taken back control of its skies. Aviation, once a tool of exploitation, is now a declaration of freedom. The world said Africa could not fly without permission. Burkina Faso's answer is written on the tarmac: we do not need permission. We need only vision. And vision, at last, has taken flight. Beneath the soil of Burkina Faso lies a wealth greater than gold, fertile land, rich with possibility. For too long, this gift was ignored, as imported food and dependency poisoned Africa's future. Under Traoré's leadership, the land itself is rising again. Factories for cashew nuts, tomatoes, and fruit processing are being built across the country. Tractors roll across fields that once lay abandoned. Young men and women are trained not to migrate and beg for work abroad, but to till their own soil, feed their own people, and export with pride. This is sovereignty. Agriculture in Burkina Faso is no longer a story of subsistence. It is a story of power. Tomatoes once rotted in the fields because there were no factories. Now they are processed, canned, and shipped across borders. Cashews, once sold cheaply to foreign buyers, are now transformed into finished products that bring wealth back to Burkinabe hands. Every seed planted is a rejection of dependency. Every harvest is an act of resistance against the global system that told Africans they could not feed themselves. The earth answers back: we can, and we will. This revolution is not about nostalgia for tradition. It is about modern farming, innovation, and science. It is about proving to the world that Africa does not need to import food when her soil can feed millions. And it is about giving the youth a reason to stay, to work, to build, and to inherit a future of dignity. The seeds of sovereignty have been sown. The harvest of freedom is on its way. A nation is not built only with planes and tractors. It is built with human dignity, with hospitals, schools, and homes where every citizen feels the embrace of progress. Burkina Faso's transformation is rooted in these foundations. Banks are being created not to exploit, but to serve. They are Burkinabe banks, designed to keep wealth within the nation and to fund the projects that strengthen sovereignty. Hospitals are rising across the land, no longer only in the capital, but in every province. Medicines and equipment are supplied, not to enrich pharmaceutical empires, but to save Burkinabe lives. In education, the change is revolutionary. Free schooling, investments in universities, and the revival of technical institutes are empowering a generation that will no longer be slaves to foreign knowledge. When a child sits in a classroom in Ouagadougou or Kaya, they are not simply memorizing facts. They are learning that their future is theirs to shape. The Sankara mausoleum, built as a tribute to the fallen hero, is more than stone and marble. It is a reminder that the spirit of resistance lives on. Housing projects are springing up, giving families not shacks of poverty, but homes of dignity. The message is clear: a strong people are not defined only by their GDP but by how they care for their weakest, how they heal their sick, and how they educate their children. With these foundations, Burkina Faso is building not only infrastructure but a future where dignity is a birthright, not a privilege. No revolution can survive without energy, and no sovereignty is complete without control of natural wealth. Here lies the beating heart of Burkina Faso's new dawn. From nuclear partnerships to solar farms, from oil exploration to hydroelectric dams, energy is being reclaimed. For decades, the lights of Africa depended on foreign grids and foreign fuel. Today, Burkina Faso is determined to power its own destiny. Villages once abandoned to darkness now glow with electricity. Factories once imagined are humming to life. Roads and railways expand like veins across the nation, carrying not chains but commerce. Cement factories, vehicle plants, and industrial parks rise where only dust once lay. Technology projects bring digital power into the hands of students, entrepreneurs, and dreamers. And at the core of it all lies gold. For too long, foreign companies dug Burkinabe soil, carrying away treasures while leaving hunger behind. Now, nationalization has turned gold into the people's wealth. No longer will Burkina Faso be rich underground and poor above. The wealth of the soil belongs to her sons and daughters. This is not only an economic revolution. It is a spiritual one. For centuries, Africa's story was written by others. Today, Burkina Faso writes her own. Energy fuels progress. Industry creates jobs. Natural wealth builds futures. And dignity shines brighter than gold. The message echoes beyond borders. The age of exploitation is over. The age of African sovereignty has begun. Burkina Faso, once dismissed as small and weak, now stands as a giant, not because of her size, but because of her courage.